Hello, my name is Greg Cesario, and welcome back to Week 18 of the weekly JobCommander edition of Veterans Corner. I proudly served in the U.S. Army during Vietnam from 1967 to 1969. In our previous Part 1 session, the feature-function benefit methodology was outlined. In my opinion, this technique in selling was largely legitimized by IBM's sales training. Of all the things I learned in my 50-plus technology career, this methodology ranks in the top 5 things I have used successfully. Informally, this branded sales methodology replicates what we informally often do in social situations in exchange of who we are, how we function, and what traits or features are beneficially, internally, and externally. Veterans ask, so Greg, how in the heck do I convert my military soft and hard skills to a private sector employer when my MOS skills don't match up? You will have to trust me on this, but all the information to satisfy your sales requirements of feature, function, and benefit is all there. Like a foreign language, it just needs to be translated from military achievements to the private sector when competing for a job opportunity. So let's get started. To express reality, I'll use my hard and soft skill profile as examples for the foundation. This is not a cookbook exercise. After you try it a few times, you'll get more creative because it lowers and eliminates any job transition skills anxiety barriers to get to the private sector position you want or need. First, some of my self-aware and observed traits, not experience, can be used. Each viewer needs to compile a list of your own which represents you, exhibited during your hitch or observed by others about you. For the methodology conversion, we can use the feature function benefit methodology. I selected 2 of them for this exercise: attention to detail and ability to work under pressure. Remember, you are the product, which possesses these soft demonstrated military skills which are convertible to the private sector. Second, the customer challenges you, the salesperson, during the sales call, revealing the available position requires attention to detail and asks, what have you done in the military reflective of these needed skills? Attention to detail is a key word from the customer and has been ID'd as the feature. The function is that while in the military, you are required to maintain very specific standards. Core standards were uniform, a rule book called the UCMJ, conduct, and timeliness. Your function achievement was that you met or exceeded those by receiving promotions fast or faster than guidelines, and delivered results for the first time and received an honorable discharge. The benefit to the customer is that paying attention to standards and detail performance allowed you to achieve higher rank, which included more human and/or physical capital responsibility. The benefit to the customer is that your experience has allowed you to understand and demonstrate performance in a standards structure. You also deem that your experience permits you to be immediately productive to meet these job requirements with a minimal learning curve. Let's resume the same premise used earlier as a customer challenge. What have you done in the military that demonstrates you can work under pressure? For this particular job opportunity, the ID'd feature in this case is your ability to work under pressure. The feature is reflective of your prior critical military responsibility when, as an example, you were on TDY, which included deadlines, reporting responsibilities, and interfacing with diverse roles. You can also use examples such as the last time you performed exercises, drills, pay cycle deadlines, equipment malfunctions, which all required precision, speed, and correct execution. Whenever your performance impacted others is noteworthy for use in this challenge. The benefit is that you held a position for X number of months or years without one process failure or on your part, or that your team received positive feedback from diverse skill sets, or received recognition or commendations for your work and performance. Hopefully this exercise helps capture the opportunity to actually implement the conversion of your military skills and path by using examples of the feature function benefit methodology. With a little practice, you can begin integrating these sales call techniques in a job pursuit, your current place of employment, or your personal life. You might find yourself skipping the function and using a feature benefit methodology once you are established in the private sector as an employee or entrepreneur. What's in your post-military career reinvention wallet? Stay motivated, and I'll see you next week.